Hello my friends, how is everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. This is Turquoise Dreaming and my name is Sheree and I'm Sheree. I'm here to do some crafting today. So welcome. I'm working on the two Easter journals and did a lot of work since the last video. So I see I'm not really going to do a flip through or anything, but I'll try to show you a few things. I added a cluster in each one. Now here's one of the clusters in this one. Little cluster with fabric, and this one has some doily in it and a little, this is a wooden button and it's a little, kind of like a little fly or a little insect of some kind, a little cute one. Maybe it's a firefly, I don't know. Tabs and let's see. Oh, I added, well, today I'm going to work on, this is what I'm going to work on today. I think I added I added kind of a Franken page in each one, two Franken pages. So I had in the middle, I have cardstock in the middle of each signature. And on one side, like on this side I had, we'd put this in together, a little cut up, cut out from, or fussy cut from a book with bunnies on it, and the other side of this page, double page here, was a little flip over, and I decided to add another piece of the scrapbook paper here to make like a Franken page. So you can see the combination of this purple stripe and this I put together, and then I put a little strip of very pretty ribbon here. It's a ribbon in the middle with kind of like a I can't see the other side because it's glued down, but it's embroidered, and then on the edges is a scallop kind of thread or embroidery. So very pretty, and then it flips out and you have all that space. And I put one in the first signature and the second signature on that little flip out that I had on the middle of the pages that were in the middle of the signature. And then I kind of took a little break and I was thinking about, I wanted to put some pockets in, and I've been putting like, like a page with 3 pockets on it, and I kind of want to do something different than the last couple of journals I did. I just, I don't like to do the same thing in every journal. I kind of like to do different things, and there's so many things you can do. But you can only do so much in each journal, right? So you kind of cycle through the things you like to do, and sometimes you think of something new, things like that. So see, that's the first signature. So I thought I'd do this in the second signature on each journal. Here's the tab I added in this one. These were actually these little tabs. I put one in the first signature, one in this signature, and it was a sticker. I used up all the stickers on the sticker page that was in the collection kit from, scrapbook paper from Echo Park. I used up every single sticker. It wasn't easy, but I did. But four of the stickers were these little like flags or banners, whatever you want to call them. And I decided I glued them down onto some file folder and then cut them out and decided to use them as tabs. So there's one here and one in the first signature. But yeah, that's one thing you can do with stickers if you don't want to use it kind of as a sticker. Say you want to use it as a tag topper or something, but you're worried about the sticky part on the back. Just put it down, glue. I've used a little glue, to make sure it's stuck down good, and glue it down onto something. Like I glued it down onto file folder, manila file folder, and then cut it out. So you can do that, and then you turn it into whatever you want it to be, a piece of ephemera, a tab, a tag topper, whatever you want it to be. So that is just an idea for some of your stickers. Say you have one of those collection kits from scrapbook paper kit from Echo Park, Cartabella, wherever it's from. You can do that with those stickers if you're trying to use them up, get them off that sheet, that 12 by 12 sheet. You want to get rid of that sheet. You have a few left. That's something you can do with them. So, and I'll show you one thing. This was the Easter collection kit from Echo Park, and one thing it had on there, that sticker sheet, was all these little dots. And the other day I used one, not from this collection kit, but from, was it from the gardeny type one, or maybe it was the puppy one. I don't remember which one it was from. but it had these little dots, something like this here, little round circles that are stickers, and there's a lot of them on there. So that day I think I put one in the middle of a cluster, or oh, I know what I did with it. My paper flowers that I have in that, the pillar of flowers, and they're really made out of paper, or I don't think they're silk flowers. I really think most of them are like made out of some type of paper. Anyway, in the middle of one, I put one of those dots, and it was so cute. But I wanted to do, again, I was trying to think outside the box and trying to do something different. So I know I have all of these flowers that I've punched out. I have a paper punch that is this flower right here. And I thought, let me get those, paper flowers that I've punched and use these little circles in the middle of those to make a little center for my some of these flowers. So that's what I did. I used all the rest of them on that sticker sheet on these little punched out flowers. These are from different things, like this is green, feels like cardstock. And this is from a book, from a children's book. Actually, it's from, I can't think of it right now, but the book was messed up. Like, the book was really messed up and old. It had been, very well loved, but and the pages were messed up because somebody had scribbled on them. So what I did was go through and just take out what I could and save what I could, and I punched flowers out of the pages, and you see there's all different colors on the pages because there's all kind of different things, but you have no idea what was on the pages now because they're cut out into shapes that you can't tell what was on the page. So you just see the colors. But see, there's the little dots all in the middle of these. Here's one made from a security envelope. There's a little dot in the middle. This is made from the cover of, and even though it's not perfect, see, I somehow missed a part of the flower there. It's not perfectly shaped. I kept it because I love it so much. It's punched from the cover of a ledger, page book. So it's the cardstock cover, and I love it so much. I kept it even though it's not perfectly formed, and put a little dot. Now this is a little thing that I fell out somehow from my stickers or something. It ended up here right on my desk, and I don't know what it came from. I must have got some stickers out, and then this was stuck to it and landed here on my desk, and I kept it out here instead of trying to figure out where it goes. I said I'm just going to use it. So when I was putting those little dots on here, this is like that. It's half, circle stickers. Anyway, I put it right there because I was putting these circles on here. I figured, let me use that while I'm doing this because it's the perfect little place to use it. So I made all those little flowers. Now they all have little centers on them. Now I just have to use them in journals, or if I don't put any of these, use these to any way to decorate, I'll put a couple in the goodie pack for these journals because I made them while I was working on these journals. So yeah, I wanted to show you that. Just some things I've been working on behind the scenes while I'm working on these journals. So let's go to that Franken page in the back, second signature. So there's one in each signature. So there's 2 Franken pages in each journal. So I was thinking when I took my little break, I went and did some laundry and cleaned up the kitchen, stuff like that. And I thought, meanwhile, thinking about this page, or I was thinking about where can I put 3 pockets? What kind of pockets do I want to use? And I thought of this page and that it would be fun to have this flip out, and there you have 3 pockets. And I wanted them to be kind of like not highly decorated. Like if it was going to be a highly decorated pocket, like I thought of seed packets, and I thought, well, I would want to put that out where, put it out here where you can see it. I don't want to put it behind, even though it would be super cute to flip open and see a seed packet here. It's not something that I would naturally go and put here. And so I thought of seed packets, and what else did I think of? There are some other, just like some kind of decorated pockets. And I didn't want to put a highly decorated pocket here. I wanted it to be more utilitarian. So I thought of I have been using little envelopes. Some little brown envelopes I have here with my cards right in back of me in my dresser in the drawer. But I have these coin envelopes in my closet. And I actually was given a box of these for my birthday one year because that's what I wanted. One of the crafty things I wanted. And then I was actually found after that, I found another, you know, they come in these big long boxes and there's like 500 in there or something. I don't know, I don't remember how many's in there, but a lot. So I have a lot of these little, and they're so cute. They're little tiny envelopes. I mean, they're just adorable. So I thought I would use some of these for the pockets. So I thought I could fit, I already checked it out, and you can fit 3 right here. And I thought I would do a simple thing like just put a little stamp on here. So I got out some rubber stamps and I did a couple because I wanted to see how this, I'm using a different stamp pad today from the one I used last time, just because I wanted to try out this one and see how it was doing. And I did put some new ink on it, and this little stamp right here says, it has a little frame. It says take note, and it has some lines on it. So there's one. So we need to make 2 more. So I'll show you my stamps. Let me move this out of the way. And then we'll look at the other journal too and do those. Do that one. See, I made one of the take notes for the other journal too. I'll just tuck that in the front here so it doesn't get lost. Don't let me forget where I put it. So yeah, I want that flap to open on this page. You know, you saw the page, it flips out this way. So I want to be able to take out the whatever I put inside out of the envelope this way. I have a Diet Sun Drop here today. Is it Diet? Yeah, it is. I was like, I didn't see the Diet there first. I'm pretty much well from it. I've heard several people say they have the same thing I had when I got off the cruise. I was sick. And it's apparently really been going around because I've been, feeling fine since after the first like few days. I kind of felt fine, but I had this lingering kind of a little bit of stuffiness and cough throughout the last couple of weeks. And I've heard a lot of people say I was sick during the whole January, and I'm coughing, and I've been just coughing and coughing. That's kind of what I had too. So if I cough, it's pretty much gone, but once in a while one slips out. So you just never know, right? It'll be gone when it's gone. But let's see. So rubber stamps. We're going to stamp on these 2. I got this out. I got different rubber stamps out on purpose this time than I did last time. And these are 2 more. This set, remember, if you saw the last video where I was using my rubber stamps on the index cards, I think it was, I said I had gone Goodwill like years ago. And in the glass case, they had several sets of stamps. And this was another one. And here, this one has, I don't know if the other one had the price. I said in that video, it was either $2.99 or $3.99. Well, here you go. This one still has the price on that I paid for it, $2.99 for this whole set of stamps. And it's Stampin' Up. There's I don't know if you can see it. I put it in the light so I could see it. Maybe you can see it there. They are Stampin' Up stamps. And so, I don't know how much Stampin' Up stamps are originally. I've never bought an actual original brand new set or anything, but I figure they're a lot more than $2.99. So when I found those, I felt like I was getting a deal. And then this one, I don't know, some of these were probably in here, and then some of these I added. But there's some cute stamps in here too, little bugs, and there's a butterfly. And I know that butterfly, I think it came with this set. I think all these came together. I don't think I added any in here. But this might have been a set too, and I got this one for $2.99. See, it does say Stampin' Up right there. Probably got it at the same time. But I might have added something in here. I don't know, because there might have been some room. See, this one's much bigger. This case is much bigger than that one, so I was had some room to add in things there. But let's pick one out. I thought I used that little Just a Note one, which is right here. So I thought I'd use these 2 little bugs right here. There's a little kind of butterfly here and a little tiny dragonfly. So I thought we'd do 2, 1 for each journal with these. So, and I want to see the flap go, I want them to open like this and a little tag or something go in here. So I want the little stamp to go, not touch the the flap. I just want it to be right here in this area. So I've got my little dragonfly here. Let me show you in case you didn't see it very well. Cute little dragonfly. I haven't used these in a while, so I'm gonna try to ink these up real good so we get a good, hopefully a good stamp. I did notice on the first one there's a seam here where the envelope is put together. So I did notice didn't stamp that well over the seam, so I'm going to try to, if I go over a seam, I'm going to kind of push extra hard, but try not to go on a seam if I don't have to. So maybe right here. Put a little dragonfly. Let's see how we do. Oh, super cute. That came out good. Okay, let's do that again. That's perfect. Nice and black. So you can see it. Okay, let's do one more over here. Let me get this straight so I can... Not that... See, I want it to be like kind of like that. Kind of flying off into the air there. And I figure, what I thought too about these journals, they're spring, they're Easter, and a little garden thrown in there too, because, it's Peter Rabbit and he's all about going into the garden, right? He's all about getting into the garden. So I thought a little bit of garden too. I think, do both of them have gardening stuff on the front? Yeah, they both kind of do. So yeah, a little bit of garden thrown in there. All right, I'm inking up this butterfly, this little tiny cute butterfly here. I'm going to put him down here on the bottom half. His little antennae are up there, so I got him going in the right direction. Let's see how he comes out. Oh, so cute, right? Isn't that adorable? Just a simple stamp. So I thought you might enjoy also, there's so many things you can do with these coin envelopes. You can decorate them with anything and everything, but, a simple stamp too. I don't know if I think I have decorated them with stamps at least once before. So today I thought, let me just use some stamps on them because I haven't done that in a while. There we go. Okay, so we used another different stamp on those two. We've got one for each journal. So let's put one here, and then let me let this dry and not put it inside the cover just yet. I'm not sure. It's probably dry, but I just want to make sure. Don't get ink on anything else. And I'm trying not to get it on my fingers too. Nothing yet. Oh, there's a little bit of something right there. I've got a wet antiseptic wipe here, because once you start getting it on your fingers, then it kind of transfers onto what you're working on if you're not careful. So I'm trying to keep my fingers clean as I go. I don't get ink all over anything. Especially when I'm working on, I don't want to get this dirty. So trying not to touch that accidentally. The ink pad's right here. So let's see. I used this one out of this little box. Let's find one in here. So I've got a big butterfly in here. I've got a ladybug. Let's see, what is this little thing right here? That is a little frog. There's a little bee in here. Let's see, what does this say? That says give thanks. That one says thank you. So I don't know. I really like the little frog and ladybug, but I think I'm going to go with the butterfly. Pretty butterfly right here. So let's do it. Let's see how this one comes out. It'll fit perfectly right there too, so that's kind of why I want to use it. And I've already got some tags that we're going to put in here too, so we're going to get this whole thing done. We're going to glue these down, put some little tags in each envelope, and this page will be done. So I just thought this would be fun. All right, let's see, I like to push it down on there and then rub it a little bit. It seems to be working well if I just kind of rub it, because I haven't used these in a while, and that helps to get ink on all the little parts. There's so many little parts on some of these stamps, right? So let's see how we do. I really do like wooden, they take up more room than the other ones, the little clear ones, but I really do like a nice solid wood block rubber stamp. They're just so much easier to use, and you just pick up the stamp, ink it up instead of trying to attach it to a block, and or you're getting lazy and not attaching it to a block, you know, type of thing, and then kind of possibly getting ink on your fingers and stuff like that. So yes, I do. I like my wood blocks. All right, there we go. See what I mean? It went over the seam here and here, so that's one thing I have to be careful of. But it's fine. I'm going to use it. I think it's pretty. So we put that one with that one, and then we'll do one more for this one. Let's see how we do. Again, one more time. I'm going to rub it and push it down all over. I did put ink, new ink on this ink pad just before the video, just to make sure I have plenty of ink in here. I haven't used this particular ink pad in a while, so I thought, all right, let's try it again. We're not going to be able to avoid the seam, so we're just going to go for it. And I'm going to kind of push it down a little bit differently than I did the last one. See if I can get even a better stamp than even the last time. All right, I think that's the best I can do. All right, it's about the same where it goes over the seams. It seems you can't avoid that little kind of a little gap that the seams make you have. But I still think it's really pretty. The flap could be decorated, but I'm going to have the flap open and then have a little tag in there. So, okay, so let's put that back. We've got 3 for each journal, right? I have an extra one. Oh, I have a whole stack here. That's what it is. I have a whole stack of coin envelopes. Okay. Oh, I have a dragonfly I was going to put in here too. See if I could get all these in here. This was sitting out. I might have gotten it out and then I didn't bother putting it back in. This big dragonfly has a year on there. Probably could go here. There we go. Now they're all ready to go into the drawer, back into the stamp drawer. And we'll close this up so we don't get ink on anything. And then we'll get our journal over here. My hands are clean. Let me just make sure. There's a little something right there. No black on my hand. Oh, there's a little something right there. Okay. It's like it could be anywhere, right? No. Nope. No black. Okay, good. We're good to go. All right, so here's the 3 for this journal. And we're going to glue them over here on the flip out. So when you flip out, you'll see the little envelopes here. And I like doing it on a nice sturdy page like this too, you know, cardstock, thicker cardstock. So I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac to glue these envelopes down completely. Let's see. Since we have like bugs, we'll put this one in the middle and put the 2 bugs on either side. Let's see. It doesn't matter which one goes where. Yeah, I kind of like it how I had it, just how it kind of landed. Okay. Let's put the top one, let's put the bottom one first. I just want to kind of space them out evenly if I can. So, glue. And I already picked out something to go into the envelope. So, some fun little goodies here to go into the envelopes. All right, so I'm going to put them, I kind of want to be able to have room for the flap to open while it's still on the page. Like, can you see that like this? So the page ends here and the flap can open, has plenty of room to open, and it's still like within the page. So let me just get this glued down, kind of push down all over. I'm not rubbing the stamps. I know they're dry, but I would not be happy if I smeared it, and I would have to redecorate, right? I think it's dry, but I'm not going to take any chances at the moment. Now this one I did stamped before the video, and it's a little lighter too, so I know this one's probably really dry. But again, we're not gluing down the flap or anything, just the main part of the envelope. And I think I'm going to just line them up in a row here. So I can see where the first one is. And see, I'm going to have room for this one right here. So kind of evenly spaced. And then whoever gets this journal can put whatever they want in here, but there'll be goodies in here that they can do things with, you know, and put wherever they want. So, alright, so I'm going to go over that one because I know that's dry. Okay, and they could write on those lines right there that are on this little piece. And you can do other things, add things to this too if you want to, you know. You could add something to the flap. Whoever gets the journals can, if they don't like the stamps, they can cover it up with something, you know. That's what it's all about, right? Doing your own thing with your journal, whatever you like. You can cover things up, take things in, take things out, put things in. All right, so this one's going to go up here, the butterfly. Kind of just space it out there evenly. Glue it down. Press it down. Pretty much. I press it on the envelope, on the butterfly too, but not rub it. Even though I'm sure it's dry. Okay, see, isn't that fun? Flip out, they got 3 envelopes there. So cute. Okay, we'll put the stuff in there in a minute. Let's just get the other 3 done on this one. This is the other one, the Peter Rabbit. And we'll go to the second. Here's one of them, and I put the other 2 here because I was afraid for them to not be dry. Okay, so second signature, the Franken paper in here. I did a lot of, like I said, I used up all the stickers, so I put them around. I added an envelope here onto this. This was stationery. I added this envelope onto it. There's a sticker, and there's a piece of the stationery in there as well. There's another piece of the stationery right here that I used as a page. Then I put the stationery envelope onto it. So here's the flap. And it flips out, and there's another piece of stationery inside. So I did that in both journals. Here's our little shaped pocket we put in this one, and I added a tag to it. And here's the Franken paper in this one. This one was a 2-sided paper on I think this is the only one that had 2-sided paper on the flip out. See, the other one was white here. And this one was double-sided scrapbook paper. So I used a lot of scraps. I was able to use quite a few of the longer 4-inch scraps doing this little Franken paper here. Just by doing that, I had like 6 of them, and I used 4 of them, you know, good-sized pieces here. So that was nice to be able to use up some of those scraps. So let's put them in the same order, like that. All right. So I'm going to glue these down right in the same spot. That'll be really cute back here on this flip out. All right. Number 1. Plenty of room for that flap to flip out. And you can even, like, whoever gets these, I'm not going to glue the flap down, but you could glue that flap down if you wanted to. That's an idea there. Glue that flap down, and then you can decorate the little flap if you want, and just have something sticking out, or a little whatever drawing card or whatever in there, and then a little tab sticking out. You want to add a tab to it, to something else besides what I have in there. And here's the second one. Okay, and then this is going here. And make sure there's plenty of room for that one. Yep, plenty of room for that one. And then this one. So the next video might be making beaded tassels for these journals. I want to make some beaded tassels. I know I already said that, but just there's so many things. Well, that's one thing I want to do for this journal, and then there's another little ephemera making project I want to do. So maybe I'll try to finish these journals and get them into my eBay shop before I do that. Probably would be good, right? Probably would be good. I might make, if these sell quickly, there's one more. I showed you that paperback book in my bunny stash. When I showed you my bunny stash in that last video. I might make that, if these sell quickly, I'll make that into a bunny journal too, like an Easter journal. But if these don't sell quickly, then I'll probably move on to, let's see, what was the next thing I wanted to do? Oh, yeah, I know what it is. I will show you. I will reveal the next journals. There are journals that you can use for yourself, or you can use for a gift, especially kind of like I want to focus on Mother's Day after that. I thought these would be great for it. I've made these types of journals before, but not in a while. Like I don't even know if I made any last year. That is so weird. I must have made at least one though, because I make a couple every year, but I only make one or two a year, but in my mind I want to make like dozens. I don't know if you're a journal maker, you know what I mean. Like I would love to make just dozens of these journals, but I don't have time to make dozens of journals. So, all right, so let's see how it looks. But there we go. Voila. That's cute, right? Okay, we're gonna just finish off on little tags to put in there. So I've already got these in my stash. These are the little game pieces from like it's like a picture bingo game type of thing. I pulled out two of those, one for each journal. And then I pulled these out, and I thought I usually put these in and let y'all do whatever, whoever gets the journals do what they want. But I thought I would go ahead and add, I'm looking for my my awl here. Here it is. So I can poke out the little hole. I thought I would go ahead and add some baker's twine so that I could put them in the little envelopes and they would have a little thing to pull them out of the envelopes. So I've got two green sale tags. These are the bigger red ones. These are the smaller ones. And I've got two blue. I need to poke out these little holes though. And one more. I've got a couple little colors of baker's twine here. So I need to empty my trash. And I spilled some. I was emptying my corner rounder, and well, I got them all into the trash, and then I was fiddling around with my trash trying to find something. And I pulled the some of the corner rounder cut off little pieces out onto and they all over the floor. So I gotta get the vacuum in here and vacuum those up. Okay, baker's twine. Let's see. Let's cut a few pieces. Sharp scissors would be good right now. Okay, so these are going to be pieces for the little tags. So, and they're going to be, long strings, so I can have plenty of room to pull them out. And I don't mean long, I mean not a bow. I just mean long strings instead of a bow or something. So I got 1, 2, let's do all those in yellow. I've got two different colors here, so we'll do all the little ones in yellow. I've used a lot of that one. And I used up a spool of thread yesterday. Woohoo! And here's a green one. Yeah, I was so excited. It's some navy blue, and I kind of been using it instead of black. And it's like so dark blue that it looks like black. But I have, some colors like that, just a bunch of thread I got at a thrift store, and it's like I kind of have to make a point of using it or it's never going to get used. So instead of my normal black one that I use, that I've purchased at a regular store at Walmart, I thought, let me use some of this navy blue for a while. Made some bobbins and used some, sewing around tags and stuff. And before I knew it, I had used up yesterday, last night, I actually used up a spool. So I was like so excited about that. Like, oh, I used a whole spool of thread. I can't believe it. Because then I get to put, because I have that little thread organizer in back of my sewing machine. If you watch my craft room organization video, whatever, the last one, little tour, behind my sewing machine, my brother, the one over there, the white one, I have that thread organizer. And so now I have it empty. I can get another spool of thread out of the ones that I couldn't fit on there that are in a drawer and put on there. So, little by little, I'll be using those up. So there's some strings on there. Now you can decorate these and write on the back and do more things with them, but I've been kind of leaving them plain for whoever gets them to do what they want. You could even make a little tuck spot, add a little decoration or something, but this time I added the string. So, and then we're going to add some of the yellow. This is yellow and white. The other one was green and white. This is yellow and white baker's twine. And then we'll put these in the pockets, and we'll have that page, little Franken page, with 3 pockets done. So exciting. And there's something else I had in my head that I got out. I'll show you that in just a second as soon as we get done with these little tags. Something else that's like, I don't have to do it, I could leave it out and not do it and you would never notice. But, it's like I always say, I have all these things that I'd like to use in the journals, but I can't put everything into one journal. It just wouldn't fit. All the decorations, all the whatever, ephemera, it just wouldn't fit. So I try to go, when I think of something that I haven't used in a while, I try to okay, I didn't use that in the last 2 journals or in the last 5 journals or whatever. Let me get it out and use it in this journal. So and it would look cute. It's something that would look cute in this journal. So I'm like, let me get that out and use some of those in this journal. So I did, and I'll show you what it is in just a minute. So little, and I think these are really cute. I would love to decorate and put a little, I don't know if you have some little stickers you need to use up. You could put little stickers on these and decorate them that way. I have lots of little stickers I could put on here, but I'm going to let whoever gets these use up their little stickers, because I know you want to, right? Don't forget, you can put some little stickers on here. You could put a little note on the back. Put it on a page. You could glue it down on a page, even next to a picture or something. Put a little note about the picture, a little sticker, or even just put a name. Use it like a label. Name and a date on here of somebody in a picture, or maybe you have a little memento you put in your journal. You could glue this down next to it somehow in a little cluster or something, and write information on there about whatever the memento is. Cruise on January 26th, and whatever. This is a picture of the duck I found. I don't think I ever mentioned that, but we did find ducks on our cruise. Okay, where's my Franken page? They do let you hide ducks on Carnival. We were on Carnival, on a Carnival, one of the Carnival ships, and as a first, they didn't do that way back when I went on a cruise like 15 years ago. So me and my son, it started with my son finding some, and so then we started in a competition to see who could find the most ducks. And of course he was finding them left and right, and he had like 5 or something before I found my first one. And all of mine, I want to say, all of mine I found in the wild. So I put the little cell tag in there, the red one. Now this next, there's no rhyme or reason as to which one I'm putting in which one. I'm just putting them all in here. See, there's a little tag that you can pull it out, or the little string. You can pull it out on now. I think you can see that okay, right? Oh, wait, no, you can't see it. Hold on, let me move this over. Let me move things over here, because this goes out pretty wide. There we go. So, yeah, I put the little cell tag in here. And so you have that little string. You put it down in there. If I put it down in there without the string on it, then it might be hard to get in and out. But I got the little string on there. So if you put something else in there, you could put a little string on it or a tab or something. And then here's the one little cell tag, the smaller one. And I'm going to put a blue one in here too. And then the others will go in the other journal. But yeah, and my husband, being the extrovert, I'm the introvert between the two of us, of course. And he's the extrovert. He discovered that he could go around asking the workers whether they were cleaning the cabins or working on the ship or working in a restaurant or in a little shop or something. He discovered he could go around asking people if they had ducks. Apparently the workers have ducks. I would have never thought to ask anybody. I would have never asked anybody. I just was finding them in the wild. You're just people hide them in different places on the ship. Usually right where you can see them, but you're not necessarily looking in that spot unless you're actually looking around for ducks. Anyway, so my husband got like 5 of them just by asking the workers, do you have any ducks for us? Do you have any ducks for us? And this one lady was like, I'll let you know if I get any. Come back and check with me. So he got like 5 ducks that way. I found all like 4 or 5 of them, and I found them all of mine in the wild. And my son, I think, found all of his in the wild. Because he's kind of like, he's very social, but also kind of an introvert at the same time. Okay, here's what this one looks like. We're going to kind of, I don't know, I did make the flaps so they could stay open, and they're still pretty much within the page. So I think I will leave them open like that, and then see how we can see how it closes. Yeah, it closes just fine. Okay, so now we got to do the other. These are getting chunkier and chunkier as I add things. So this one here is this one. Let's add our little pieces. I need to move my stamps there. Okay, so let's put in our, no particular order. I'm just grabbing them and putting them in here. So here's our this little tag. These have the little bow on them. I'm just letting the little bow stick out there at the top. Like that. Here's that red sail tag. Yeah, so I don't know who won. My son probably still won the duck hunt, but I know we were in one place. It was like a little, what's the restaurant? I'll call it a bar, but really it was just a hangout, and you could get drinks there. And there's a lot of chairs and little couches and things you could sit on. So like I never even really didn't drink alcohol on the cruise at all. I drank coffee. They had Starbucks coffee type drink, so I drank coffee. But you could get a drink there too. You had to go somewhere else to get your coffee, but which I did. It was right down the hall from this place. But anyway, we're in there, and we're kind of, I don't know if I was sitting or standing, but there was one right above me, a duck. There's a big picture on the wall, and on the top of the frame, there was a duck there. And my son was just like, walked right up, and he's like, grabbed it, he's like, he showed it to me. I was like, what in the world? What the heck? There was a duck right there. How did I not see it? But he's been on quite a few cruises, so he knows. He's, he, like, once I figured out where to look and how to look, I kind of became more aware of my surroundings. But he's been doing this for a while, so he kind of like, he just naturally is always looking at everything up and down and all around. I did start doing that, but it took me a minute to really kind of like figure out where to look and how to look, because you just have to look everywhere is what it is. And I mean everywhere, because usually they're right out in the open, but there are places that you're not looking, you know what I mean? Like you're walking straight ahead, you're watching where you're going, but if you're looking for ducks, you've got to kind of look everywhere, all around you, up and down. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, but what's the point? It's fun. It's just fun. Okay, now the other thing I was going to show you that I wanted to add that I hadn't put in my last couple of journals is some yo-yos. So I got two, two of each size, so one for each journal. Let's see. Let's put. This is kind of blue and this is kind of blue, so I'm going to switch these out. Put the blue with the purple. We'll put that one in the other one. Put these two in this one, and now we got to look for a spot. A spot for these. So it could go on a page like this. I'm going to put these together, kind of like just a little something like that in the corner of a page. I mean, it could go right there. I kind of don't want to just like first page, boom. So let's just look a little bit here. So we're going to flip a few pages. Just one second. Okay, I just want to flip here and see what I have. Here's a white page. This is the back of the stationery. One of the stationeries that I put in here. I could put it right there. That's kind of cute. And this is just a white page that could use a little something. So I think I will put it there. Okay, let's do it. Let me just flip and make sure there's not another, like I didn't put a new cluster right on the next page or something. Yeah, I put a pocket in here on a ledger page in each. I think it's a ledger page in each one. This pocket right here, that's another way I used up some of the scraps, the 4-inch scraps. That's one there, and made a pocket. Decorated the little paper bags, most of them with some stickers, using up some of the stickers. Just looking to see what I have decorations here so I don't do the same exact thing. Oh, I was going to tell you, let's see if I can find them here. Let's glue these down real quick and then I'll show you what I did with the Beatrix Potter pieces. I already used them up. If you saw the video, I think it was probably the last video where I showed you my bunny stash. And I showed you all the Beatrix Potter pieces from a book that I had kind of put away last year, whenever it was. Could have been the year before, I don't know. It was probably last year though. But anyway, I went ahead. I was trying to figure out what do I want to make some tags? What do I want to do? And then I remembered I'm trying to use up. I'm at the end of using up my book page tags. I probably had 20 left or something like that. And I've been using when I'm decorating them and putting writing paper on the back of them while I'm watching TV, right? And so, yeah, these are 2 little yo-yos. Aren't they cute? Oops. That one might be a little bit more glue on it. It's so tiny. Let me see. Is it gonna? Yeah, if I leave it alone, it will dry, I think. I don't try to pull it up. And there's no glue sticking out, so it's not gonna. I just want to make sure there's enough glue on there. I think there is. Okay. Now the other journal. Let me see if I can grab those. I gotta reach across my table here. Hold on. All the way. This is not a big table, but I kind of have them all the way at the other edge on the other side. Here's the Beatrix Potter pieces I used up. And at the same time, I got to use up some of my book page tags. So I went and got some, and I added the Beatrix Potter piece. Most of them I inked around the edge of it. Maybe if it needed to be cut a little bit, I did. Finish cutting it however I needed to cut it. I put green paper to write on the back. It's just like copy paper weight size. And these book pages are made of like 3 book pages glued together, so that by the time you get 3 book pages glued together, it feels like cardstock. Put another layer of paper on the back, so that's like a 4th layer. And then you have this decoration on the front, and then I sewed around it. So I used up all of every single one of the Beatrix Potter little pieces that I had in my bunny stash this way. So even if I don't put them, I'm not going to be able to put all of these in these journals, so I'll have some back in my bunny stash. But I was glad that I didn't just like put the pieces back in my bunny stash and not use them. They're all ready to go now. That's super cute, right? Oh, this one already had piano paper on the back, so I didn't put anything else back there. But I did decorate the front. That's not from Beatrix Potter. This is from that other paperback book that I have in my stash. And I told you I might make a Easter journal out of. This is a Beatrix Potter. Beatrix Potter, the little squirrels. This is from the other book, too, that little bunny. You can tell he's not from Beatrix Potter, right? This is the little frog and the bee. There's a little mouse right there. Beatrix Potter. That one came out a little wrinkly for some reason. I think this is the first one I made, and I used another different type of glue. And I was like, I guess I'm not going to... I'm trying to use up this other glue, but it's... I could see why I'd abandon it pretty quickly, because it doesn't, you can't use it on regular paper, only cardstock, and then you still gotta be careful. It takes so long to dry and it kind of dries lumpy. Anyway, Beatrix Potter, and this one, I should have showed you this one first. Beatrix Potter, little green on the back, and I had this little tea tag sitting here too. Another thing I had here, and I had added this little tag from my stash. I made this, and I added onto the string from the tea tag, but then I hadn't done anything with it, and I had it here, and I was like, I'm going to use this somewhere in this journal. It says Yogi on it. I guess it was from tea, I'm not sure now, but I don't remember. But anyway, it had like a double thing here, so I could glue one half of it here and one half of it on the back and have it as my tag topper. It has a little tag hanging. And here it has a little quote on the back of it. It is in the light in the lantern which shows you the path, not the lantern. So it's a cute little tag, It has a little branding, and it has a little quote, and then I had added this, so I added it as the topper on there. So anyway, all the Beatrix Potter is used up. Okay, so now we're going to find a page for the yo-yos in this journal. So we went to the second signature. Let's see what's going on. I put it right here on the other one. I just want to make sure I don't want like a cluster here and a cluster right on the next page, so I just want to make sure what's going on here. So yeah, there's no clusters here. I don't see any clusters in them. And there's two of those. There's two of these in each journal, so the other one will be open unless I think of something I could put there. There's another flip out like that Franken page in the other signature. So, all right. Yeah, I don't see any other clusters in this signature at all. So let's go ahead and put one right here. A little purple yo-yo. I get enough glue on there, have it all nice and glued down, but not too much. Right here. Let's see, there's a little bit coming out there. Got my antiseptic wipe here. Oops. I put more on that one. I'll make sure. Okay, and then this one, the little teeny tiny one. I don't know how you make a little, I know how to make yo-yos, and I've decided I don't have the patience to make yo-yos, so that's why I bought these on Etsy. But even this little one, oh my goodness. I don't like making the big ones, so this little one would probably drive me insane. Making little ones like this. They're probably quick though, especially if you make them and you have your, have it down pat and how you do it and everything. You're used to doing it quickly. You can probably make these pretty quickly, but I don't know. I just, everybody has their things they like to do and they don't like to do, and that's something I don't like to do. Just make yo-yos. Unfortunately, I wish I did like to make them because I think they're really cute. And I like using them, but I just don't like making them. I don't know why. Takes time, I guess, a little bit more time than I feel like I have to sit down and stitch through fabric like that. I put more glue on this one, so making sure it's not oozing out there. Okay. Alright, so that's everything I wanted to do. I hope you enjoyed. We added yo-yos and we added those envelopes, and like I said, we added them here. Envelopes. Let's see. Here's the pocket in this one. I already put journaling cards. I put 2 journaling cards in each one. They're still together, and you can leave them together or cut them apart, but I did put 2 big journaling cards in each one. And this side on this one has the envelope with some goodies in it. I'll show you that on the flip through. But we are in the first signature, so I'm trying to show you the envelopes that we put in are in the back signature. And then here's the front Franken page right here. See, that's wide open for somebody to do something, and that's in both journals have that front signature. I haven't put anything in there, so whoever gets these will be able to do what they want. I would like to put, I'm thinking of putting a belly band in here, but I don't know if I'll find a spot for one. And you know, I would like to put some, you know, little tuck spots and things. I just don't know if I'll find a spot for any more. So we'll see, but I'm going to try not to do anything with that one, the second flip out, so whoever gets the journals will be able to do what they want there. You know, if they want to add pockets, or maybe they have a plan for something, or maybe there's something they like to do with things like that, if there's a big flip out. I was thinking about adding another Franken page in somewhere. I have paper that I'm thinking about using as a Franken page. So if I can figure out where I would want to put it, there is one more Franken page I'm going to make in here. So in both of these. So anyway, hopefully next video will be beaded tassels. So I will see you then. Have a great day.